You know, I was watching one of my favorite shows yesterday, Dr. Phil. It had a very interesting thing on it. Let me explain it to you first, and then just give me your opinion. They had a guy on the show who was a pedophile who had never acted on it.
Okay. Does that make you a pedophile?
Yes. He had a strong desire and was attracted to young girls.
Okay.
About 6 years old was his age.
Okay, but if I have a strong desire to murder people and I don't murder anyone, does that make me a murderer?
No, but can you be around knives without having to worry about picking one up and stabbing somebody?
Well, he's around people. Yeah, he probably does his best to stay away from kids. And I do my best to stay away from axes. That's my choice. I love axes to murder people. You know what I mean? Like,
he also looked kind of creepy. He was older, skinny, bad teeth, and he said, I find myself attracted to children, to young girls. And he was like, I have never acted on it. I never will. I believe it hurts a child. He's like, but that doesn't stop the fact that I'm attracted to them. He said one time he was with his grandchildren, I believe, who were in his wheelhouse, his age, a group they like, and he went for a walk in the woods with them, and then he realized I should not be in the woods with children alone, and came back out. So he has the sense.
Like a great guy.
Wait, I don't know that.
The guy said he was attracted to a 3-year-old that was on the plane flying there with him.
Hey, he hasn't done anything though.
Well, that was my thing. I was like, here's a guy, because Dr. Phil even says that being a pedophile is a mental illness. You have a problem in your brain, and it's how you deal with it. On top of that, and this guy, as creepy as he sounded and seemed, I agree with you, Galvin, was an okay guy. Like, he was like, I know I have a problem, and I'm doing everything I can to not only manifest that desire that I have, but to put myself in a situation where, something could go wrong.
There was a documentary on HBO that I believe it was a police officer, and he wanted to be a cannibal, and he wrote all this stuff. Remember that?
Yep.
And he got arrested, but he didn't actually do anything.
But I think he got arrested for a crime. It was like some.
But I think that's what it's called, like thought crimes or something. Was the documentary, because he didn't actually do it. So if you don't actually do it, I don't see where you can be.
But if you know that you have those strong urges and you can't control them, then maybe behind bars is still the best option.
Well, this guy was controlling him, and he was going to therapy. And he was controlling him, and here he is on national television saying, I'm a pedophile. Yeah. Although I haven't acted on it, I do have the desire for it. And I thought, that must be I think he was married to a woman, and she knows his problem. But she's like, look, I don't, he's never done anything. He's never put himself in that position. But in a way, I kind of felt bad because he can't control it. It's not like he is just like a porn
but
freak.
that seems to be a mental problem too. To go out and tell people and go on TV and tell people,
or
you're
trying to help.
Maybe you're trying to help yourself and help other people. But it seems weird as well.
In remember Minority Report, they arrest you. They see the future, of what you're gonna do, and they arrest you.
Right.
Well, it was pretty weird to watch because this guy's on TV saying all these horrific things about what he wants to do and who he's attracted to, and then they'd pan to the audience and look, and all the young girls just staring at him. I mean, there were no 6-year-olds there, so he was in the safe range. But he said, I asked you when the last time you were attracted to a young girl was, and you said on the plane over here. And he goes, it's true. He goes, she was about 3 years old, which is not what I like. I usually like around 6 years old. But, and I was like, I want to kill this guy. And then I went, although I also want to high five him because he's trying to do the right thing.
Here's the thing: even though it's not illegal, obviously it's not illegal. There's plenty of married guys that see a 25-year-old girl that's it's a smoke show and is like, I'd like to bang her. You didn't do it, so you're not going to get divorced and all that stuff. And
sometimes
again,
I even say to my wife, I totally.
And it's not illegal, like I said, but I don't think you can condemn people for thoughts.
My wife, I'll see somebody, I'll go, wow. I don't say I'd totally bang her, but my wife would go, good, you should. Gross. Yeah, she just, I think that's part of being married. You always look at other women and think about those things, but no, I mean, I'm sure somebody is in our listening audience right now going, I'm attracted to young girls too, and I don't know what to do, or I don't act on it, but I think about it. I think about that too. Whenever we talk about Jeffrey Epstein, I go, what in my mind would make me think this is a good idea. I don't know. Do I want to get a massage from a girl who may be 19, maybe 18? I get a girl and I look at her and she looks like she's 15. That does nothing for me. And I'm positive that's because I have kids, but also just because I've always had cousins and all that other thing. It does nothing for me.